It's Ashley and Kim wanting to wish you a very Merry Christmas and to say thank you for making us a part of your routine this holiday season.
We've had so much fun getting to walk through What's Wrong with Secretary Kim with you guys, and we hope that you're enjoying it as much as we are. Now for a few things to look forward to in the coming year.
We hope to be able to deliver other types of content to you, such as real-time movie reviews, K-pop discussions, skincare and snack reviews, and more.
We'd love to hear from you and any ideas you might have for us in regards to what shows you'd like to hear us discuss, or any other suggestions for future content you'd like to see us share.
Now, without further ado, we give you the Kdrama Show with Ashley
and Kim, the Christmas special.
Oh, no.
Every single time, my mind just goes blank, and I'm like, there's a microphone, and I'm supposed to say words.
What is happening? Fine.
So welcome back to the Kdrama Show.
Yeah.
We're so excited to do this kind of mini version of an episode, just in celebration of Christmas and holiday season.
Because it is literally, 2 days away? 3 days away?
Yeah, 3 days away. At time of recording, it is the 22nd of December. So
it is here.
We really just kind of wanted to pop on and throw in an episode where we could just
we have fun all the time, but a different type of...
Yeah, make it a little more casual, more casual than usual.
Well, in celebration of the holidays and of Christmas, we attempted... Pajeon. Now...
Emphasis on attempt.
It was a valiant effort on both of our ends.
It was actually super tasty. We just don't get any presentation points.
It is pretty brutal looking.
It was a massacre, let's just be honest here. But I'm a willing participant in continuing to experiment with this dish because it was delicious.
It was so good. And easy. It's actually very easy to make. It's a very simple recipe. And even then, it's not like it's a hard recipe.
No, it's not. It's more just having the ingredients on hand.
That, and we also need to practice flipping a really big pancake.
3 spatulas later.
We got it. We made it work.
Oh, boy.
But we did attempt to make this as a celebration meal for our leading man of the show that we have been talking about.
Yes. 생일 축하합니다. 생일 축하합니다. 사랑하는 영준이 소준이 생일 축하합니다.
I'm so glad that Kim knows how to sing that in Korean. Woohoo! The actor, Park SeoJoon, his birthday was December 16th. And he is now 35 years old.
35 years young, you mean?
Young. Yeah, he's not old. He doesn't look old. He looks fabulous.
Asian don't raisin. You've never heard that before? I'm so glad I could introduce you to that.
Thank you for that. But also an early celebration. My bias, my boy, Kim TaeHyung, his birthday is December 30th. So by the time we get to releasing episodes for next week,
it'll have passed.
It'll have passed, and it'll be too awkward to get that in. So happy early birthday.
Happy birthday.
In the military.
Just kidding.
Keep going.
No.
So happy late birthday.
Happy birthday all around.
SeoJoon, happy early birthday to TaeHyung.
Yes. Happy birthday, Jesus.
And happy birthday, Jesus. The most important. Well, okay, it's cold, it's winter. I mean, it's weird here, our weather.
Oh, yeah. Lately, our weather has been
bizarre.
It's not felt at all like Christmas. It's honestly felt like we're in April starting to head into summer because we've been dealing with 65-degree days.
Yeah, for the past 3 days. And you have to understand where we live, we are, I don't want to say used to because I hate the cold with the burning passion of 1,000 suns.
Tell us how you really feel.
But we live where it gets really cold during the wintertime.
Like 3 feet of snow, negative 20 degrees. It's not unusual for us.
And that's so the fact that it's the 22nd or whatever today is, the 22nd, and it's
I went outside
today
without a jacket.
Yeah.
Although we are supposed to have snow on Christmas Eve, so we will see.
We'll see if we have a white Christmas.
Yes. But speaking of snow.
In Korea, snow is a very big deal. The first snowfall. It's supposed to be very, very romantic.
It's romantic everywhere.
It is. It's very pretty.
But we're not the everywhere show. We are the Kdrama show.
Yeah, the Kdrama show. And it's a big deal in K-dramas. You know, when you're with your love during the first snowfall, it's supposed to make it last.
It's kind of symbolic of your love being faded.
And that's not just K-dramas. I know that's our main thing, but it's just a big...
It's universal.
It is. And so we watched a little video of this guy on Instagram actually giving like some history behind why it's so romanticized. I don't remember how to say it. It was the balsam flower. Yeah, there's 2 ways to say it.
봉숭아. 숭화. 봉숭아. Okay, that's my attempt.
Okay. Works for me. But this flower, they would take the petals and then they would kind of crush it a little bit, right? And then tie it to their fingernails. And it would dye their fingernails an orange color.
Persimmon looking.
Yeah.
It was really pretty.
It is very pretty. But it was supposed to be when they put the color on, if it lasted until the first snowfall, that was your fated love.
That's so sweet.
It makes snow not so horrible, I guess.
I love snow. I am Lorelai Gilmore. I love snow. You can smell it in the air. It's so romantic as long as I don't have to drive in it.
And I say that's, I think, where we...
I had a really bad wreck in snow.
Me too.
A long time ago, and it's just kind of...
traumatizing.
Yeah.
So that's probably where my...
Aversion.
But it is, yes, it is very romantic.
Yeah.
And so it's a very big...
And it's pretty, because around here, it's just grass.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets very brown in the wintertime, and so to be able to look out and see everything kind of covered and pristine, it's really cool. But it's kind of a trope in different K-dramas that, you know, running in the rain or, you know, really dramatic things happening. But
well, in rain or in snow.
Which,
waiting in the snow. Boys Over Flowers.
Yes. Don't spoil anything. I'm actively watching it right now.
Ooh, okay. Where are you at?
I'm like episode 2.
Oh no. So you just started. Okay. There is a whole snow scene. It is cute. It's also a little bit maddening.
A lot about this show has been maddening.
It's a little painful.
I love Minho. I cannot stand him in this show.
Oh yeah, he
makes me not want to continue. That's why I'm stuck on episode 2.
Well, one of the tropes is rich versus poor. And that man is insanely rich.
Yes.
In Boys Over Flowers. And what is her name? Tida? Something. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Sorry.
And she would be considered poor. And that's a whole thing. So yeah, let's get into some tropes.
Some tropes. In our random looking on things, Ashley found this amazing list.
I did read it to Kim already, and we were cracking up pretty hard. But rich versus poor is a huge trope,
which surprisingly is actually missing from What's Wrong with Secretary Kim.
Yeah,
we've kind of touched on that a little bit, just how the parents aren't those typical conglomerate types that are very elitist.
I'll give you money and you have to leave.
Kind of interesting how that trope actually didn't fit into this show that we're currently talking about, but every other show is such a big deal.
I mean, I could list off 5 off the top of my head.
Oh, yeah.
Easily. And it wouldn't even be like I'm trying to think about it. But it's, it's always the guy is rich and the girl is not.
I have seen 2 dramas where that is not the case.
Really? I have not seen any. So
one is Run On, where the second female lead and second male lead, it's reversed. She's the really successful CEO type, and he's the poor, starving artist.
Oh, okay.
Super cute. We need to watch it.
Okay, that's on the list.
It's on the list. And the other one would be Encounter.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard of this one yet.
That one puts a spin on it where she's the successful, wealthy, I think she might be the wife of a CEO or the CEO. I can't remember. And actually, there's also an age discrepancy between the two. So she's like approaching 40 and he's like in his 20s, so it's a bit of a
Ooh, that's very like controversial almost.
it is, and that's something that they kind of address in the show. It's Park Bo-gum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
From
Record of Our Youth?
Record of Youth. Thank you.
Yes. That one's on my list. I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen his name.
One of my faves.
Yeah. So that is a really big trope. Another fun little trope is shocking reveals in the last few episodes. And we chuckled about this one earlier because there are very few where you're actually shocked at this point.
Yeah, it's a lot of them you see it coming or you know that something is coming, so it's less shocking.
Yes.
I'm trying to think if there's any that I've really actually been shocked by the plot twist.
There is one. It's not in the last few episodes though. And it has to be on our list. I won't tell you. I won't spoil it for you because I need you to watch it.
What show is it?
And it's Vincenzo.
Okay.
And I know I've talked about this before with you. I love that show. I think I'm on like my third time watching it.
Yeah.
Because it's so good. I want to say about halfway through, you get this big like twist on things, and it makes you question a lot of things about like what you understand as your like, and that one was actually shocking. Like,
okay, that makes me curious.
I was like, I did not see that coming. Okay, well,
Okay,
all right
fair.
then, here we go.
All right, you've piqued my interest. I'll put it on the list.
Another, they have it as a trope, but I was informed that this is kind of just a thing, just kind of across the board, is the excessive alcohol consumption. Now, here's the thing. Universally, I don't think that that's necessarily, I wouldn't consider it a trope, but I work in a bar as one of my jobs. So I see the amount of intake.
As someone that doesn't drink ever, I know nothing about drinking culture in America when it comes down to it.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of them and they drink a lot.
I think like the casual nature of drinking is kind of present in both cultures.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the social pressure coming from a workplace is what's interesting to me.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Because usually that's frowned upon in America.
Right.
To be at a work function with your boss, other than
a party, like a Christmas party or a...
Right, but even then, you do not indulge. Like, you have a drink or two, and then you get your butt home.
Right, you don't...
In Korean shows, it seems like if you're not like 5 bottles in, you're not doing your job.
You're not participating correctly.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see how that part could be more of a...
So that's my naive take on it, but I don't know what you...
I mean, I'm not really big into drinking culture. You make sure that, you know, you're still able to have a conversation with your boss if they were to walk up to you, and so that would be more of the social pressure. Yeah. All right, this one is another one of my favorites. It's From Hostility to Total Infatuation.
Every single K-drama.
Almost every. It's not even active hostility necessarily.
Maybe
like,
even indifference.
Yeah. Like the picture that they have up there is from the K-drama It's Okay to Not Be Okay.
Uh-huh.
I love that K-drama.
I still need to watch it.
It
just seemed a little dark for my
it is
happy-go-lucky.
It is dark, but it is so good. Like, I've very much enjoyed it. Usually, again, putting a generic blanket on this, it's the guy being like, ugh, why do I have to deal with you?
I'm too rich for you.
Or like, I'm too, like, boys over flowers.
Mm-hmm.
That is active hostility.
That is assault and battery.
Yeah, that's bullying. That's another trope in there, is bullying at work or at school.
Yeah.
But then it turns into complete infatuation because your hostility.
Well, clearly that person lives rent-free in your brain so much that you're going to end up having some sort of intention with them.
They have a thing here. So these lines are often uttered by the two main leads in the first few episodes when they're in constant disagreement over everything and are highly weary of each other. then comes to the incident that makes them see each other in a new light and fall head over heels. All of this is also from movieweb.com. You can't come after me. Sorry. But like the lines that there is like, "You're not my type. You're so infuriating. I can't stand your rude behavior. I've never met anyone more arrogant." How many times have we seen that one in a K-drama?
And the one we're currently watching, I couldn't count.
Preventing her from falling or getting hurt.
And what's the thumbnail?
Our two main leads from our show. What's Wrong with Secretary Kim? And it's when
she stumbles over her shoes.
When Miso is walking towards Yeonjun and her heel catches and she just right into his arms. And what's funny is the older K-dramas, especially because I used to make fun of it. I'm not even going to hide that. Is the amount of camera angles that they would have on an accidental fall or
oh my god, or the kiss.
I would
tell
count.
Me that's in your list. Because,
no, but it is now.
Oh, at least 3, if not 5.
3 to 5 is like a
that was the sweet spot for them. I feel so bad for those actors because you would have to take like 3 or 4 takes of one camera angle to get the one you wanted, and they're doing probably 3 or 4 takes of 5 different angles.
Oh my goodness. Or you better have 5 cameras, you
better have some good chapstick, that's all I'm saying.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. But yeah, the falling, and it's always catching her off of a ladder. She's standing
with your
on
lips.
A chair. Yes. Or
I'm sorry.
You're not wrong though. It's a huge thing.
If that happened in real life, you'd both be bleeding out of your faces.
It's true. But yeah, but the multiple camera angles is just, I used to like anticipate and be like, okay, how many am I counting to this time? And then I'd be disappointed when
it's just one.
It was just one. I was like, what is happening?
Give me back my 3 shots of that first kiss.
Or the accidental kiss.
In the dark. They turn on the lights and they're over there on the ground kissing you and you're just like,
oh, what?
Okay. Whatever the physics were behind that, I'd love to know.
Mm-hmm. All right, our next trope is the piggyback ride. Yep. The guy carrying her home because she's usually drunk.
Or she injured herself in some really dumb way.
And it's always a long distance. He has never broken into a sweat over the long distance.
So true, and he's wearing like a dress shirt and
or a
I would be
suit.
pitting out riding on the back, let alone carrying a human.
This is supposed to be to illustrate stamina, strength, and reliability of a toned and determined hero.
Oh gosh.
Now, it does say here, it is worth mentioning that in traditional Korean weddings, it is customary for the groom to carry the bride on his back around the main table to symbolize his capacity for taking care of her until the end.
Okay, so we have a similar tradition in American weddings, though, where you carry the bride over the threshold of the house.
Yes.
Which is a similar intention, I think.
Yes, there's usually not people around watching you, though.
Right.
But
no.
it's a very similar custom.
But it is, yeah. It's got the same intention behind it, I think.
All right. Our next trope. This is probably the most common one. It is the love triangle. There was an attempt of one in What's Wrong with Secretary Kim. It didn't go anywhere, but it was Yeonjun's older brother.
Songyeon.
Wanting.
Real bad.
He was trying real
He was
hard.
trying to insert himself into the situation, and it kind of didn't go anywhere.
But a love triangle is such a thing. Yeah. It's almost, I'm still going to watch my K-dramas. It's certainly not going to stop me. They drive me nuts.
I just feel like every girl feels like all the dudes want her. That's like the fantasy. But I will suspend my disbelief.
Right. That's what I said. It's not going to stop me from watching them.
Yeah.
But I think what annoys me the most is when you know that the second, quote unquote, second male lead is the better one, and she goes for
okay,
the crappy.
That drives me nuts.
Nevertheless,
I don't want to talk about it.
That is a
scarred me
perfect
for life.
That is a perfect example
Yeah.
of her choosing the toxic male lead, becoming and being very toxic herself after not rekindling anything, but like getting to run into an old childhood friend who she did like.
Yeah. And would have
nothing
been
ever
good
happened.
for her, probably.
And that I don't like those. Those are annoying. If they were both decent, I don't think I would care so much. Let's see what else we have here. Ooh. One of our personal favorites is the K-pop idol Cameo.
Yes.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
And why wouldn't it be? Like, I mean, come on now.
Kim TaeHyung. Let's see, what other ones? Kokinam, Chanwoo.
I'm probably going to butcher it. Taeyeon? He's from the same group. He's from 2PM as well. He's in Vincenzo, and he's in a new one on Amazon Prime called Heartbeat. This is one of my personal favorites.
Okay.
Product placement.
Subway Eat Fresh.
Or Samsung.
Oh, yeah.
Samsung is big. I mean, not that there isn't product placement in American shows. That is my list of
I like it.
common K-drama tropes.
And they were all very fitting.
And like I said, we giggled about them earlier and we giggled about them now because it is just funny.
It is. Hey, they apparently have found a formula that works because, I mean, these shows have gone international we've dedicated a podcast to watching them, so they're doing something right. Can't knock it.
Absolutely. Favorite trope.
Favorite trope?
Favorite trope. You can either love, like, it's your favorite one to love or your favorite one to hate.
Okay, my least favorite trope.
Okay.
The misunderstanding.
Ooh.
Combined with
Uh-huh.
the rich grandparent/parent that is trying to pay off the girl.
Yeah.
I mean, a sticky note would solve all of that.
Yes.
I know that's probably an oversimplification, but that's probably my least favorite trope. But also, that's what most of the shows that I watch has in it, so it's fine.
You
It's
love to
totally
hate
fine. Yeah, I love to hate it.
Love to hate it. Yeah.
Hate to love it. I don't know. One of the two. What about you?
Okay, my favorite is product placement because it's just hilarious.
It really is.
And like some of it is you're like, wow, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I do need to do something about this.
Absolutely buy that.
Right. So I think that one's my favorite. And I think my least favorite is the revealing surprising facts towards the end.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time,
it just doesn't feel necessary.
yeah. And I don't know, maybe I'm just not seeing them and I need to watch different ones so it's not just, and maybe there's ones that are done in a really great way that make you, whether you hate it or love it, it's done well.
We talked a little bit about the multiple camera angles of a romantic moment and how we both love it and hate it at the same time.
I
it's
think that
so cringe-inducing, but at the same time, you're like, if it's not in there, is it even a K-drama?
Is it done properly?
So to wrap up, I think we just want to say thank you for listening, and
Merry Christmas.
we're having a lot of fun, and we hope you are too.
We're really glad that we can at least dedicate a few hours every week to just
Being fangirls.
and not have people look at us like we're
Nuts.
Looney Tune crazy people. I mean, we are, and it's fine.
I mean,
but
we're self-aware enough to know that we're a little nutty about it, but
absolutely,
we're in good company.
Like what you're hearing? Go ahead and hit that follow button so that you don't miss out on any new episodes. Thanks for listening to The K-Drama Show with Ashley and Kim. We'll see you next time.